I'll be so very honest right now. I'm a little mad, okay? Because I have a cute little intro, but then I exited out of the iMovie for a second, only to find that the entire thing that I read did not go through. As in, I just read out the entire first one of the Am I the Assholes, only to find out that it stopped recording the second that I just moved to a different window on my laptop. So that's fun. So I'm gonna have to reread all of that. So that's fun. Anyway, hi. Hello and welcome to, we're back, but most likely to my podcast, Who Gave Her a Mic, with Samantha Kaye and my co-host, Samantha Kaye. You remembered me. Yes, I did, because I forgot to introduce my co-host, myself, last episode. So today, since it's still finals, I wanted to go with light, easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl type, podcast episode. We're going to go down a little moral quandary. That's not the word I was thinking about, nor do I think that is a full word. I think that's two words that I combined together. Doesn't matter. It's okay. We're going down a moral rabbit hole with the subreddit Am I the Asshole? I have 8 of these prompts set up with us ending on a 1 on 1 NSFW Am I the Asshole? Some of these I've read, some of these I didn't. So it's going to be a nice little combination of me knowing what I've read and not knowing what I've read. So it's like my first time reading it with you guys. That's fun. That is so fun. And just to not confuse anybody, I will pause randomly at sometimes because I'm not recording the podcast in my normal location. I am doing this in my formal dining room in my house because I didn't want to. I'm in the middle of reviewing and doing things for my finals week. This is finals week. I am doing this two podcasts in 1 week, and it's all during finals. Oh my god, I am insane, I know. Anyway, I will be pausing ever so interchangeably, just so I can stop talking in front of family members, because that's so embarrassing. That is so embarrassing. My uncle and my aunt are here. My mother, my brother, my father's at work. Because, okay, yeah, whatever. The details doesn't matter. The fact is that I'm embarrassed talking in front of people, okay? So here is how today's episode is going to work, okay? So we're going to start off with, obviously, the obvious. Number 1, I will be reading the title, saying, point blank, no explanations, no nuance November, no nuance November. Am I the asshole? Not the, I'm going to say asshole, not asshole. And then I'm going to read it, and then I'm going to go in depth on either if my my ideas change, why, etc. The normal everyday thesis. It is going to be the MLA format essay form, okay? Great, perfect. Okay, so we're going to start off with the very first one. I will like to say, first and foremost, I am not the best reader. I stutter a few times. Oh, that seemed planned. So sorry. I'm just not the best out loud reader. So you're gonna have to deal with that. But at the same time, don't expect too much from me. Okay? So the first one is called, Am I the asshole for not wanting to be disinvited from a trip I planned? I'm going to say, not the asshole. So, I, 27 female, planned a ski trip with my boyfriend, 29 male, and some of our friends, mostly his friends. We booked in advance, told them about it, and let them know they could come or not. We planned on bringing our computers to have a LAN party. I don't know what that means, but a LAN party. While we were there, my boyfriend and I gamed together. So I'm guessing that's a video game thing. Once a few people wanted to go, we were really excited. A few people walked into the kitchen, so I cannot continue as of right now. So be right back, guys. Never mind, I'll just speak. Recently I learned as we arrived at someone's house to watch a game together as a group that I am not invited on the trip any longer because one of his friends' girlfriends couldn't come due to work, and now it's gonna be a guys' trip. I feel pretty hurt. I got upset and asked them what right they had to disinvite me from a trip that I had planned and to basically make it no women allowed. For some odd reason, we plan things all the time and I attend. We share the same interests a lot of the time, so I'm confused and bothered by the implication that I'd be distracting in the way, making it less fun. They brush it off. So they are going now without me and anyone else with a vagina, I guess. My boyfriend feels torn. He's kind of a people pleaser and doesn't want to make waves. His friends say weird shit sometimes about women and say they are joking, but this makes me feel like they actually meant those things and don't even think of me as a friend. Straw/back situation, as some other things have happened that were similar, but I brushed it off as misunderstandings at the time. Instead of also being their friend, I'm just their friend's girlfriend, which really hurts because I've really been there for a lot of these guys and gone out of my way for them. Example, one of them projectile vomited in a bathroom at a friend's house everywhere and got embarrassed and didn't know how to clean it while drunk. So I cleaned it up for them. I have hosted at my house, always tried to make it fun. I don't understand. I told them it was fucked up and I planned the trip so they don't get to decide that. They basically acted like I was being emotional and just needed to get over it. I have refused to talk to some of them since then. Everyone is acting like I don't want them to go and do things, just the guys, and I'm being controlling. The narrative has been lost amongst our friends, and I'm being painted as a villain compared to other women who are going, who are cool with it. When actually, I don't give a shit. They go out all the time for guys' nights and guys' trips. I just want to enjoy the trip I planned, regardless of being a girl or not. I don't think telling them I'm coming anyway would even do anything. I can't even imagine going anymore with how they feel clearly. No, I can't imagine going now with how they clearly feel. That would be really awkward probably, but it has created a rift between my dude and his friends, and they are telling him that I'm being unreasonable and overreacting. And he is talking about not going and is really pissed at them, but doesn't want to ruin the friend group dynamic. I know I can plan something else, but this sucks. Am I the asshole? No! She is not the asshole. What? Please tell me. Okay. This is like... Okay. No one else thinks that she... Okay, that's good. She is not the asshole. How could she be the asshole in this situation? Are you kidding me? She planned the trip for her and her boyfriend. She felt so kind and thought that they were her friends that she was like, if you guys want to come on the trip, you guys can come on the trip. And then they invited, obviously, because even though they were invited, you know, they still, like, in a way, invited themselves to the group, to their little vacation. Then the second one girlfriend said they couldn't go, everyone's like, oh, well, sucks, no girls allowed then. Like, is that girlfriend so, like, her FOMO's that crazy that other girls can't go to that trip? Even then, who cares? She's, well, obviously not in the way that she thought, but, like, it was like a friend trip. Like, what's the matter? It's not like, you know, like, if you're jealous, that's crazy, but, like, even to a degree, like, she's there with her boyfriend. It was a plan that she tripped with her boyfriend. I don't think any cheating is going to go down at this trip. That's insane. She planned this trip. It was her trip, so you can't overrun the captain in this situation. It's her trip to begin with. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. I hope that she takes any fucking, like, she takes any of those, like, fees, like cancellation fees. She takes it with stride and she cancels that trip. Cancel that Airbnb, girl. Do it. That's terrible. You are not the asshole. Your friends are pieces of shit. Your boyfriend should drop them. No, okay, that sounds kind of dramatic, but like she mentions in the prompt that they have been saying things that she just thought, oh, maybe I was just misunderstanding them. No, clearly they are actually misogynistic pieces of shit. And like, yeah, people pleasers, they will oftentimes just sit around, let that happen. But like, now that it's like unavoidable, if he's still like, being sensitive to them, I know this is not like very black and white, but to me, there's a very black and white answer to this very gray situation. If he, like, like, I don't know how to say this without sounding mean, but like, I feel like if, like, every person, even people who don't want to interrupt the piece, everybody has their hard line. They have a line that they will not cross. If his line not to cross is not misogyny, I don't know how much of a good person he might be. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how much I trust him being a good person. So, in my professional, non-professional opinion, you are not the asshole, and you should re-examine the people that you surround yourself with, and you might want to talk to some of those other girlfriends, maybe see if there's like a pattern here. Because, like, obviously she doesn't seem like she hates the idea of them going on a boys trip. Like, apparently they go on a boys trip all the time. So this is kind of annoying. I would personally beat up every single friend right there, then and then. I will teleport to where she is right now so I can beat up those friends. Not the asshole. Next. No, do not continue. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm reading this on my iPad. It's like, do you want to download the app? No, obviously not. That's why I went on the website. Anyway. Am I the asshole for asking my daughter to uphold her end of the deal? This was posted like yesterday, it says, and apparently everyone's decided that he is the asshole. She is the asshole, so sorry. They've decided that she is the asshole, like the mother, not the daughter. But let me see. Let's continue. Honestly, I don't feel that the situation needs to be on Reddit, but my daughter, husband, and many of my friends, my family members are calling me an asshole, and I really am not sure anymore. For context, 4 years ago, when my daughter was 12, oh, sorry, am I the asshole for asking my I think that she may be the asshole because that's what everyone is saying, but let's see, okay? Sometimes the masses can be wrong. She said that all of her friends had pools and she was the only one who didn't have one. Plus, she loved swimming. She insisted that she would use it daily in the summer. Sorry, let me go back. For context, 4 years ago when my daughter was 12, she desperately wanted a pool. She said that all of her friends had pools and she was the only one who didn't have one. Plus, she loved swimming. She insisted that she would use it daily in the summer. My husband and I could afford one, but I'm sure some of you know pools are very expensive and neither of us really like swimming, so we wanted my daughter to understand the cost she was asking for. We made an agreement that we would install a pool, but that once she was old enough to start working, she would pay us back for half of it. She quickly agreed. Well, flash forward to now. She's 16 and she just got her first job and now she wants to save up for a prom dress she really likes. I reminded her of our agreement about the pool and she no longer wants to uphold her end of the agreement. I insisted, threatening to take away phone and car privileges if she doesn't pay her father and I back. Now she won't speak to me. My father is agreeing with her, saying that we can't have honestly expected a 12-year-old to keep her end of the agreement. For me, this isn't about money. It's about teaching my young daughter the right morals to live life with. I don't want her to think she can just go around making deals for her benefit and then not uphold them. Am I the asshole? Oh my God, yes you are. First of all, it's a 12-year-old. As a 12-year-old, I would have agreed to literal manslaughter if it meant that I was going to get a pool, like something that expensive, okay? Like, are you kidding me? There's no way that she's the asshole. And good thing everybody else agrees. Are you kidding me? And she's 16. She's not even asking you for the prom money. She's raising it herself. Like, isn't that enough? Like, it shows that you've raised a responsible kid, but you're like a piece of... I think you've already taught her the whole, you can't just go around making deals for her own benefit without upholding them. I think you taught that to the kid really well if she already established just the idea of like being able to raise her own money. Like that's like really good. She's 16. And what? She was 12 when you made that agreement? Are you kidding me? Like if it's been like, okay, you can legally start working, at least in New York, around 14, 15, and she just got her first job. And like when you initially, like, so when you're 6, you get your first job and your parents like, haha, remember our deal? You think that's a joke, especially at 16. You're gonna be like, yeah, you're so funny, yeah, but I really though, I'm gonna like save up my money for my prom dress. Like, you can't be serious. You know, like, you don't make deals with like 12-year-olds and expect it to be like set in stone, like legal document, okay? like I will make a deal with like a 7-year-old cousin and then just like give up my end of the bargain and just give him what he wanted because he was respectful. He was a good enough kid to be like, okay, sure. Obviously, I'm not going to make him like live up to the bargain completely. He's a child. Same with a 12-year-old. Are you kidding me? You said that you have the money to do so. And I'm guessing, since you never brought it up, I'm guessing she did end up using the pool every single day. I bet you she still uses that pool. I feel like, especially since it's your kid and you, at the end of the day, did say yes to the pool, you can't get mad at her. You're getting your money's worth. Like, she's using it. Yeah, you don't use it. Do you not have friends? Did you not have family that could come over and enjoy the pool? Like, you don't personally have to use, like, the pool if your daughter, whom I assume you love, is using it and loving it and not abusing the fact that you were able to afford it. You know, obviously there's probably family members who don't have a pool, who can't afford a pool, that could come over to your house. Like, come on. Obviously you're the asshole. Honestly, I don't even feel this situation needs to be on Reddit, but my daughter, husband, and many of my family members are calling me an asshole. Yeah, because you didn't like write the contract in blood with a 12-year-old. Like, you know, like, that's so crazy to me. It's so crazy to me. Not the asshole. Next. The next Am I the Asshole is, am I the asshole for causing my mother-in-law to take away some of my sister-in-law's books? Okay. I, as a book lover, would love to say, yes, you are the asshole. So I'm going to assume that she is the asshole. We're visiting my in-laws, and my sister-in-law was telling me about all the books she recently read and bought, as we both like reading. I've read some of these books, and I wasn't sure if she should be reading them, as she's 16, and some of them are pretty explicit and don't exactly have the healthiest romances. I told my husband about the books, and he told his parents. My mother-in-law ended up asking me to point out which ones I knew were too mature for her, and she confiscated them. My sister-in-law is mad at me. She isn't going to get the books back, as my mother-in-law is planning to donate them, and she is no longer allowed to buy whatever book she wants. Am I the asshole? Oh my gosh, yes, you're the asshole. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, book police. Wee woo. Are you kidding? Yeah, you are the asshole. And like, that could have been like a really great, like, I don't know, like, not a learning experience. I feel like that's the wrong word. But like, it could have been like a nice moment to be like, hey, are you sure you should be like reading these types of books? Are you like, because like, I don't think there's anything wrong with reading like explicit, like, kind of explicit books with not healthy romances, because obviously, like you said, you've read them yourself. I mean, obviously a 16-year-old, a minor, should not be reading that type of stories, but it's gonna happen. Like, I was 16, 15 when I read Lolita. Okay, like those explicit things are going to pop up in her life, especially since she is 16, not 12. I was like 11 reading Wattpad, and that was pretty crazy. And I wish someone like sat me down and was like, I don't think you should be reading this stuff. But at the same time, I would have literally doubled down if someone told my parents. I don't think I'd be such a as great as a reader, as much of a person of like substance, if it wasn't for me reading. It sounds crazy. If it wasn't for me reading those like kind of cuckoo crazy books, like I would not be so socially aware, because I don't take social cues correctly. And I wish I learned it a different way, but you know what? Like unhealthy relationships in books, in stories, in a way kind of helped me. I've never been in a relationship, but I know what to look out for, because paired with me reading those terrible relationships, I also got YouTube teaching me that it's wrong, whatever. Let me go see what everyone else thinks of this. You're the asshole, but in a rather sad way. Yeah. Okay. So I genuinely don't think that she's an asshole, because no. That's not what I meant. I genuinely do think that she's the asshole, but like not in like a you're a piece of shit way, but kind of in like a girl, sit down, you should have thought of this out kind of way. Because obviously if you're old enough to get married, be married, you are the now older sister figure to this girl. Like you could have just said like, you know, hey, I'm gonna make up a name, Cecilia. Hey, Cece. I like these books, but like I just want to make sure, sit you down. I know I don't want to be like, I don't want to mother you right now. And I'm not going to go to your parents about this. I'm not going to go to your brother about this. I just want to talk to you about some of the books that you're reading. Like, they're not necessarily very age appropriate. I just want to make sure that, like, you're aware of, like, I'm not trying to give you the birds and the bees talk, but I really want to make sure that you're aware that, like, you know, consuming too much of this type of stuff can be really damaging to your brain. There's a lot of studies that really link hypersexuality with emotional growth stunts. I just hope that you're aware of that. I just want to make sure that you, like, you know, aren't taking these too personally. Great. Okay. Also, some of these books, I've read them and I've enjoyed them too, but, like, I'm older. I read them when I was older, or if you didn't read them when you were older, be fucking honest. Be like, I read these when I was your age too, and I really loved these. But then I learned when I was older that these weren't necessarily relationships that I should look up to. I can enjoy these books, but acknowledging that they're fiction and they're not necessarily healthy and not something that I should aspire to is something that I wish I knew. And then you can sit her down, you can talk to your sister-in-law and just be like, I'm really happy that you're reading. It really nourishes your brain no matter what you're reading, and I'm happy to have something that I can connect to you with. I just want to make sure that you are not taking these books, these stories, these fantasies as something to aspire to because you want her to grow healthily. I don't think a completely sheltered childhood, raising, whatever, actually helps you grow in a better way. You have to, like, obviously don't personally show them all the stuff that can hurt them, but like being exposed to some things that you should probably not be exposed to is actually really good. Like, it's like you don't want your kid to be hitting their head against a wall. You don't want to push their head against the wall, but you know what? If they don't hit their head against the wall once in a while when they're a kid, they're never going to learn that they should not be running into a wall. Like, there are some things that you just gotta deal with. OP has offered the following explanation for why they think that they might be the asshole. Is this a part of it? I told my husband that the books his sister were reading were too mature for her, which caused my mother-in-law to confiscate them. I was reading these types of books her age. Oh my god. I was reading these types of books at her age, so I could have stayed out of it or spoke to her instead of my husband. Yeah, exactly. So you technically are the asshole for this, because you could have just sat her down, like I said, like I just explained, and was just like, hey girl, like, I read these books when I were your age and I adored them, but you know, these aren't necessarily these stories that I should have been reading, and you know, you've already read them, the damage has already been done, and I'm not trying to tell you what you can or cannot read. I just want to make sure that you learn these lessons way before I did. Because maybe OP hasn't I didn't had to learn that much later in life and had to go through a bunch of things till she finally got with her husband. But no, she went straight to like, think of like, okay, especially my friends who listen to this podcast. Hey girls, it hasn't been that long since we were technically minors. I still feel like a child because I literally am not self-sufficient in like the ways that count. I'm very self-sufficient in like the taking care of myself thing. Otherwise, like money wise, I'm not very, not my thing. So like, it's not like I'm, peak of adultness. I'm 21. I don't know anything. But like, I remember like going to like school, learning something, blah, 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 someone tattling, my parents finding out, and that not helping me learn at all because all they did was yell. Like, that type of stuff does not help a kid grow. So, and most of the time, I'm not speaking for everybody, but most of the time, people feel safer talking to people who aren't their parents, who can still fill that kind of guardianship type of role. And you could have helped her because, like you said, you read that type of book when she was your age. And I feel like hiding that type of stuff doesn't really help anybody. So you could have been like, hey, I read these books when I was your age and they were fun, they were great, and I still enjoy them now. It's just, I wish someone had told me that these aren't things I should be aspiring to before you give her this talk, before you tell anybody. Actually, don't tell anybody ever. I would hang myself if okay, that's exaggerating. That's an exaggeration, but I would literally hate it if someone went through the books that I read, and like, all my physical books are nothing to be like ooh about. Like, all my physical books are like Jane Austen, like play books, a Shakespeare play, Hunger Games, Percy Jackson. Like, I have pretty like tame like physical copies of books. And even then, if someone wanted to look through that, I would feel so embarrassed. Like, and that's like me now, 21. Like, imagine me when I was like 15, I would have done something very drastic, okay? Because like, I'm crazy. And when you're a kid, all those emotions are intensified. So I'm not crazy. I'm crazy. So that really like, yeah, you are the asshole. I feel like as an adult, as someone who was bonding with your sister-in-law, which honestly, when you try to bond with someone and then you cut into that part where you're talking about your interest, that's a wall that gets teared down. Like, that, it's like an intimate like moment for them, It could have built your relationship, but instead you accidentally ruined it. And it's not something that you can take back, but it's something that you can ask for forgiveness for. And you can call me crazy for saying that she needs to ask forgiveness from a 16-year-old, but, like, that's a trust that you broke. And it's something that you have to talk about, because not everybody is going to be perfect at every situation ever in their life. But when you learn that you did something wrong, it is what you do with that really makes an effect. So I say you are the asshole, but there is something you can fix. It is a mendable issue. And at the end of the day, people can see that you did care about your sister-in-law's well-being. It's just, these are one of the things that you don't go straight to your husband for, Like, you obviously will have a stronger, attachment is not the word. You would have a stronger sense of like connection to your husband over your sister-in-law. But when it's something not regarding other people and it's purely her, you should have come to her first. Because now she can't buy any book that she wants. Like, she has to what? Go through the boards of trustees to get the book that she wants? What if it's a book that she likes that is not like necessarily age appropriate? No. It's a book that deals with heavy topics but isn't like romanticization-y. And instead of the mother going to you because now you feel guilty, she goes to the internet and then she finds out that this book has been banned in a state or in multiple states, especially those in the South. like in the south of the US, sorry, I should specify. Like, and she finds out that it's been banned, and without looking further into it, she's like, no, you can't have it. But the story is like Catcher in the Rye. The story is like Wonder, like it's something like that really should not be banned but is banned, and now that your sister-in-law is deprived from that, all because of you. And that sounds terrible, but it's true. She will be deprived of her entertainment because she really likes books, as you say. You both like to read. Now she has her reading monitored. Are you kidding? Like, that's not, like, it's not like you're watching a YouTube video, or like her form of entertainment is watching content online and she's been watching porn. It's nothing like that. She's reading books. And kind of explicit. Girl, I have friends in high school and in middle school who read the same explicit, cuckoo, crazy love stories, romance stories that I read as well. And when I would talk to them about these books, they would literally tell me that they skipped through the explicit parts. They would skip those parts. That's, like some avid readers, like I was friends with avid readers. They were very anti-reading the schmoozy parts of the books. Okay, so for all she could have not read those parts at all, and you may think I'm lying for the sake of this video, but I am not. I had really PG friends, so that's on her. Oh, I'm sorry, my dog is barking. And I'm back. Okay. So again, want to just apologize for all of the sounds that are coming from my house during this specific podcast because I'm not in my room. I don't have a table or a seat in my room. Whenever I work in my room, it's either on my bed, hurting my back, or I steal my brother's desk chair and work at a vanity, and that's not comfortable either. So let's just say she is the asshole, but not an asshole. Period. Okay? She's the asshole in that situation. Next. Am I the asshole for expecting my husband to look after the kids while I go out with my friends? I think I fear she may not be the asshole, because I'm just assuming that she is a woman. I'm just going to assume that she is not the asshole, because most of the time when it comes to the expecting my husband to look after the kids, blah, 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 blah thing, and it's from a woman, especially on Reddit, not to make like assumptions, but most of the time when they're on Reddit, she is in the right. Just going to say it. So let's get started, okay? I, 29 female, have 2 kids, 6 female and 3 female. My husband works weekdays from 8 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. and after work, he normally goes out with the boys and normally gets home around 5 or 6. Here's how my typical day looks. I wake up at 6 a.m., make coffee, read a book, then do laundry, make breakfast, work and school lunches, wake my eldest at 7 a.m., get ready for school, wake my husband, okay, like clocks don't exist, wake my youngest, drive my daughter to school, then do the shopping, cleaning, make lunch, etc. Then I pick up my eldest from school and make dinner. I do everything every day, and when my husband gets home, he eats, watches TV, and falls asleep. I haven't had a full day to myself since my youngest was born. I really need a break from all this madness. Well, the other day, my friend called me and asked if I wanted to go have lunch with her, then go shopping, and maybe go for a drink or two. I was extremely excited and couldn't wait to just chill for the first time in ages. I also told my husband, and he didn't seem to care that much, so I assumed it would be okay and he would watch the kids. Well, the day came, and as I was leaving, my husband stopped me and asked when the babysitter was coming. I told him there was no sitter and he would have to watch the girls. Okay. He went insane on me, and he went insane. Okay. He went insane on me and told me I can't just expect him to babysit while I go out and have a good time. He told me that unless I find someone to watch the girls, I couldn't go. We got into a huge fight, and I ended up just calling my sister to watch them. He's been giving me the silent treatment ever since and refusing to talk to me. Am I the asshole? No, you are not. Oh my goodness. What are these? The audacity of some of these men. I'm literally gonna go insane. Are you kidding me? Not the asshole. So I'm gonna give you a little rundown just in case you don't believe me. Let me look through the comments first. See what everyone else thinks. Not the asshole. Not the asshole, not the asshole. Okay, good. Hopefully people understand she's not the asshole. So I don't believe anyone who's listening to my podcast this long, unless this is the first time listening to whatever. I don't think anyone who's listening to me thinks she's the asshole, but let me just explain my reasoning. He works from 8 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. only on the weekdays, so Saturday, Sunday, he's free, he's off. He, after work, hangs out with the boys till like 5 or 6, eats the meal that his wife made her, then goes to sleep. Being a mother, a full-time mother, not like you're part-time, you're taking care of it. Sounds like he's not putting any work in with the kids. Maybe he plays with them once in a while, but most of the time it sounds like he's not doing shit. He's not working for 2 days throughout the week. He has his like rest time away from the boys, if you ignore the fact that he rests after he gets home from hanging out with the boys, because he doesn't have to make his own meal. His wife doesn't get that break, because most of the time when you work and then you come home, and your home most of the time for most people is your escape from home. She works, lives, breathes, sleeps, eats at home. She gets no breaks because not only since she is the housekeeper. No, ooh, I don't like that. She keeps the house. Nothing's wrong with being a housekeeper. She runs the house. When the kids have something, they're going to come to the mom. So she has no breaks. She wakes up at 6 a.m. God knows when she goes to sleep, because she also has to, after everything, clean the dishes after her husband, make sure she's showered, make sure the kids are showered, because they're 6 and 3. I had an adult help me clean up at night when I was 6 and 3. Obviously, when I was 3, like, maybe she has to read those kids to bed as well. Keep a positive attitude, as positive as a person can be. When you are a positive person, it's still hard to keep up being that positive person for your kids, especially because they're so needy. She's asking for one day off. It's probably on a weekend when he is free. He sounds like he doesn't have anything else to do because he was at home to stop her. And he can't give her one day where he's in charge. Are you kidding me? Oh, but he's the one who's working. He's the one that makes the money. And taking care of kids isn't hard. It's like, it's bad enough that she had to hold those kids 9 months each, push them out. Who knows how long her labor was. Who knows if she got an epidural. Who knows if she had a good doctor and good nurses. Who knows if she got a private room or not, because giving birth is expensive. Who knows all these things? And she's asking for one day so she can have fun. Like, she doesn't even sound like she's ungrateful for, like, the life that she's given, which, honestly, I'm a complainer. I would complain. I'd be like, wow, this is a lot of work. I wish I wasn't a housewife. Like, I'm a complainer. And she's not complaining. She just said that she just has a busy day. That's all she's saying. She has busy days, and she had one friend who was like, hey, girl, you want to hang out? And she's like, sure. And then the husband's being a piece of shit. He gets to rest all the time. And also, can I just say, babysit? He doesn't want to babysit his kids. It's not babysitting when it's your kid, dummy. You stupid idiot. Babysitting is when you are taking care of somebody else's kid that isn't your direct kid. Those are your direct kids, okay? Okay? And I don't believe in the importance of biological relations, but not only are they his kids, they're also his biological kids. And I know a lot of people, for some reason, especially men like this, care about biology, but then ignore biology when it comes to, oh, whatever, it's fine. They care so much about biological kids, but then do shit with their kids. So, like, this is so disgusting. Yes, you are not the asshole. And honestly, if you can't get that through his head that he's a piece of shit, because he gets, 2 to 3 hours every day when he's working, not even including the 2 days he gets off, probably not even helping you around the house on those 2 days off, because he's so stressed from work, he is the asshole and you should leave him. And if you don't leave him, if he doesn't change, then you are complicit and an asshole to yourself. And you don't deserve my sympathy. But overall, yes, you are not the asshole. Your husband is a piece of shit. And I'm not saying you should leave him, but I'm saying it should be considered. It should be threatened. Not the asshole. This is fun. It's just me ranting. A little ranty rant. Just listening to Sam talk. Am I the asshole for inviting my twin sister wedding dress shopping and not her mother? This isn't the first one that I haven't read, but this is one I haven't read. And, I really am intrigued, and I think I'm going to say she is not the asshole. I'm going to say she's not the asshole. I think the first one I didn't read either. I don't even remember. That's the thing. I have really terrible memory, and people are astonished by that and think that I'm faking it. No, I genuinely have terrible memory. I don't even remember this day. Anyway, am I the asshole for inviting my twin sister wedding dress shopping and not her mother? I don't think she's the asshole, but let's see. I, 33 female, was adopted shortly after birth. I have an identical twin sister, Lena. She was not put up for adoption. What? Okay, let's see. She was not put up for adoption because I was the 13th baby and she was only the 12th. Oh my god, 12 siblings? Sorry. She was raised not knowing I existed, as we were all of her siblings. I knew because originally my parents were supposed to adopt both of us. The bio parents took her back after a month. Oh my god, are you serious? Sorry. We found each other at 14 at the King of Prussia Mall. It was rather more shocking for her than for me, because I knew she existed. My mom hid tears during the meeting because this was the baby that was taken away from her. Oh. Over the years, things have been rocky, but we're fairly close. We don't talk about her parents, and I see them very rarely, but know most of my bio siblings and nieces and nephews. My fiancé, Damien, 34 male, proposed in June. Congratulations. I invited Lena and one of my nieces, Kaye, 16, to be my maid of honor and bridesmaid, respectively. We went dress shopping yesterday, both took pictures, both of them on their social media, as did I. Now all day, Lena's mom has been freaking out on Facebook about how her ungrateful daughter didn't even invite her to go dress shopping. She's also been blowing up my emails and phone about how cruel I am to exclude her. She gave me up for being bad luck. We had zero relationship. I didn't even think she'd want to be invited either to the shopping or the wedding, especially when my mom was there. So Emily asked for not inviting her. Oh my god, obviously not. Oh my god, what a terrible... Are you kidding me? You gave her up because you thought she was going to be bad luck because she was number 13? Are you kidding me? Maybe... Just a suggestion. If you were so afraid of reaching number 13 and, knowing that, births can be very unpredictable and, things can happen, maybe not make it to 13 kids. Just saying. Just maybe not make it to that. And you could be like, oh, maybe they don't believe in birth control, and I'm not going to tell you what to do with your body. Babe, I'm not going to do that. But, like, what happened to reap what you sow, you know? Sex leads to kids, babe. And if you're, like, I'm just saying, like, if you're not prepared to take care of 13 kids, you're probably not prepared to take care of 12. You're probably not prepared to take care of 10, 11, 9. Like, you're probably not capable of taking care of that many kids in the first place. So, one, why the fuck did you have that many kids? Only to give up the 13th one because what? Because it's an unlucky number. Get over yourself. Please get over yourself. Ungrateful daughter, you gave her up. She is not your daughter, and she has nothing to be ungrateful for, because she has a mother who loves her. And you, what? Why did you take back Lena? Why Lena? Because she was born first? That's insane. Like, that's so disgusting. Like, adoption isn't some buy and return thing. You decided that you were unfit to be their parent, then you took one back, and then got mad at the other one for not inviting you despite having no relationship with it at all, never even seeing her. That's insane. And if anyone else is like, wow, you're such an asshole for not inviting your bio mom, you need to reevaluate something, because that's insane. I'm looking down. OP says, so OP was responding to a question that's like, has your twin spoken to her regarding her behavior? And she said she tried, but it hasn't really done anything. Well, that's terrible. That's so cute. It's going to be a D&D themed wedding. That's so cute. That's so crazy. Oh my god, you're not the asshole, and I want to punch your mother in the face. And honestly, maybe your dad too. Sorry, bio mother. I'm going to punch your bio mother in the face, and I'm going to punch your bio father in the face as well. And I'm just going to shake the hands of your actual parents. Because, like, if that was my kid, I don't want kids. But, like, you know, I don't know. If that was my kid, I would personally be in jail right now for beating up the bio mother. Just gonna say it. So, you're not the asshole for not inviting your twin sister's mother just because she was your bio mother. Like, blood, isn't it like the thing is like, blood is thicker than water? But, like, what's the thing? Blood thicker than water, full quote. The actual saying is, the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. There you go. Everyone's like, the blood is thicker than water, but the full quote is, the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. Boom, 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 boom. See? So that pretty much means that your biological family, like, that connection is there, but your relationship, your connection to the people who are actually there for you, actually care for you, who want you to be better, understand you, is much stronger. Pretty much, right? So, yeah. Screw your bio mom. Hope you have a nice wedding. This was posted 14 hours ago. If you, for some reason, somehow find this, I hope that you're okay. I hope you're well. I hope that this is as solved as it could be. And I hope you have a good wedding. Next. No, come on, click. Click, come on. Let me click out the pen. Boop. Perfect. Okay. So, am I the asshole for refusing to take care of my husband's pets while he's out of the country? I'm getting a lot of no. I was going to say something, but then that didn't make sense. I'm going to say, yes, you are the asshole. I'm just going to say it. Straight up, you're the asshole. Okay, let's see. I, 29 female, have refused to take care of my husband's, 30 male, 4 cats when he leaves the country. He had gotten those cats like 1 month before we started our relationship, so they were there before me. I don't want kids anytime soon. He's on the same page, and while pets aren't as much as a responsibility, they are still very much a big responsibility, and I don't want that either. I like my freedom. I like the idea I can come and go whenever I want. I want without having to get a pet sitter or having to rush home to feed a pet, scoop litter, clean messes, etc. Not to mention the anxiety that comes with knowing a small animal is in my house and depending on me for everything. That's a lot of pressure. No thank you. Whenever they approach me, I pet them, buy them treats, and generally we all get along. When I told my husband that he's going to need to make arrangements for their care before he leaves, he was surprised and said, "I thought you loved them." I told him that I also love my nieces and nephews, but you don't see me volunteering to be an extra parent. He plans to leave the country because he got a lucrative job opportunity for a 3-year contract. If he was leaving for a weekend or something, fine, I'd watch them. But 3 years is asking too much. Ooh, okay. Also, we had discussed me visiting him a few times per year during the 3-year period. So that whole plan of me taking over pet care had some holes in it to begin with. He's currently not talking to me, but I refuse to budge, and I will not be taking care of those cats. Am I the asshole? Edit. Before getting married, I told him that those cats were his responsibility. I will assist if he's unwell, happen to be really busy at the time, going on a short trip, etc. But they are ultimately his responsibility and not mine. He agreed and we got married. I have no idea why he's acting so surprised now. Second edit. Due to his field of work and demand for it overseas, he was well aware he may be leaving the country for work before he adopted those cats. He went ahead and adopted them anyway. The plan was for me to visit once every 3 months for the duration of 3-year contract. Tough, but worth it, as the work experience income earned would put his career and our financial goals years ahead. I'm happy for all those people who say cats are easy. Congrats on your easy cats. These 4 cats are extremely rambunctious, destroying the entire house daily and running away every chance they get. It's not as simple as putting food in water and cleaning a litter box. We do our best, but it's like they turn to liquid and slither out any open crack. They can find and it often they can slither out any open crack they can find, and it often takes hours and a lot of driving around the neighborhood to find them back. For today alone, they've knocked down the Christmas tree 3 times, damn, puked on the carpet, ew, kicked litter out of the box several times, disgusting, broke a glass filled with wine that ended up cutting me, and pulled every piece of clothing out of his underwear drawer, ew, ew, ew. Taking care of them and keeping them out of trouble is a huge task and not easy peasy. Never mind, you're not the asshole. He's an asshole. Because first of all, maybe if it was like 1 cat, maybe 2 cats, I'd be like, yeah, you're the asshole, girl. Like, it's only for 3 years. You're visiting him every 3 months, so that means that, like, you can get a sitter. You'll have a break from the cats. Like, if it's 1 troublesome cat, 2 troublesome cats, 2 troublesome for me, I don't know. But, like, 1 troublesome cat, I would have been like, yeah, babe, get over yourself. Like, you said that you'd take care of it when he needs it, and you agree that this, like, job is great for you guys, so, like, just suck it up for these 3 years. But 4 cats, he is so irresponsible to be getting 4 cats when he knew that his job would maybe require him to leave the country. Like, that's insane. What if he never ended up getting married? What if he never ended up having a girlfriend? Like, what if he was going to be the sole caretaker for those cats, and then he got this amazing job for 3 years overseas? Who was going to watch the cats then? Was he going to separate the cats? That's insane. The cats would go crazy without seeing each other. Like, that is completely on him. You're not the asshole. Your husband is literally, they're literally like, your husband's like so insane. Like, not at all like No, he sucks. I'm sorry, he sucks. I'm so sorry, he sucks. Oh God. I don't know what you're gonna do with the cats. I wish I could tell you, but all I know is that you're not the asshole, and your husband needs to grow up, because that's insane. Four cats, four cats, all within like 1 month before meeting your girl. Like four cats at once. Like, you're crazy. Like, is this like his first time having pets? Like, that's insane. That's actually insane. Especially because you never know. Like, I'm guessing that they were kittens when he got those four cats. So like, what would the situation be like to make you want to get four cats all at once? Especially because you never know like the personality of the cat until like they grow up, you know? Like, you don't find that out until way later, because, you know, it's a living thing, so their personality is going to change. So sorry, I'm just gonna put the mic down real quick. I took off the headphone. Okay, we're back. Okay, like, what was he gonna do if the cats' personalities, even though they grew up together, ended up hating each other, and then he would have to separate them eventually? Like, what was he gonna do? That's so dumb. Your husband's an idiot. I hate to say it. I'm not gonna say put the cats up for adoption, but I'm gonna say something drastic is gonna have to happen in order for this to work, or that homie, you guys not gonna get that money. I'm so sorry. And the money, hate to say it, much more important. Next. Am I the asshole for refusing to help my siblings care for their father, my bio father? Honestly, I'm gonna say no, because if you say bio father as the click, then you're probably not the asshole. Ready? I'm the youngest and all of my. Sorry, I can't speak apparently. I'm the youngest, and all three of us are full bio siblings, but their father didn't want another girl when I was born. He refused to raise me, so my mom divorced him. His parents were involved in my life until they passed, and when I questioned if he really was my father, they even did a DNA test on me and my grandparents to help prove it to me. He had shared custody, technically, of all of us, but only took his time with them. The courts never really did anything about him not taking me, but taking them. We grew up with a strained dynamic because of it. And now our mom is gone and he is sick. They want me to help them since he's my dad too, but he's not. He's biologically related to me, but he never raised me, loved me. He even made a point of telling my mom in front of me when I was younger that he had his will drawn up so I would get nothing from him when he dies. And he found a way around the backdated child support he owes for me still. He was so smug about it. I told my siblings I would not help their father, that he didn't cut and that he didn't get to cut me off for being his girl and for being a girl and then expect me to care for him as an adult. They said it would be helping them. I said they never treated me as a real sister and weren't always quick to talk about what he did with them and how amazing he was around. He is around me. When they knew how hard it was for me, I said as kids, it's one thing, but they were like this even as adults. They called me petty. I told them that they were expecting too much from me, like I'm equal, when they have made it clear for years that I am not. They called me an asshole. They called me selfish. They told me I wasn't worth shit. Am I the asshole? No! That is not a father. That is a sperm donor. He is a terrible cut contact with them. They're terrible. You can sue. He was so cocky. Oh yeah, he's sick now. Don't sue. I don't fucking care. You don't get to cast aside an actual human being, your child, only until you need them. That is not how parenthood works. That he was never truly her father. And if those grown adults you call your siblings don't understand what the problem is, they're pieces of shit. I don't like them. Why? I know people are terrible. I know people are shitty. But I can't like wrap my head around the idea that people are this terrible. Your bio father sucks. Your siblings suck. And I want you to passive aggressively send this entire feed to the group chat and be like, you guys suck. You'll be hearing from my lawyer. Yeah, you're not the asshole. Your family kind of sucks. I'm so sorry for your loss. And we are here, guys. Right? Oh my god, that's crazy. Right as we hit the 1 hour mark, we are at our final Am I the Asshole? And it's the not safe for work, my NSFW one. Ready, guys? Let's go. It's short. Let's see. Am I the asshole for having nudes on my phone? Automatically, no. Ready? Okay. Throw away because my family follows me on my other account. Anyway, I, female 20, attended an annual Christmas party a few days ago that our group of family friends put on every year. We've been doing this since I was about 7. So at this party, there were a bunch of little kids running around. Well, long story short, one of the kids, female H, took my phone out of my hand while I was on it. I tried to grab my phone back, but she was fast and ran away from me. Well, she ended up going onto my Snapchat and seeing some pictures that I had taken for my boyfriend. It wasn't my genitals, BTW. It was just my boobs, ass, some pics of me in lingerie. Okay, girl, slay. She dropped my phone and went to her mother and told her what she saw. Her mother came up to me and told me that she was very mad that I had those photos in the first place, and was even more mad that her daughter was able to see them so easily. I tried to explain what happened, but she wouldn't listen to me and called me a creep. I ended up leaving the party in tears because I've known these people since I was born and felt bad. I've gotten a few mixed messages from my other family friends, and I just want to know, am I the asshole? No, you're not the asshole. First of all, shitty mom. So sorry. Shitty mom for not teaching her kid boundaries and not to touch other people's phones. Are you insane? That's crazy. Number 2, it was on your Snapchat as an 8-year-old. So sorry. Why do you know what Snapchat is? 3, can we go back to the fact that the kid stole her phone? Number 4, what type of example are you teaching your kid that they can get away with it just because they're young? That's so crazy. No, that's not how that works. You're not mad at the fact that your daughter stole someone's phone, but you're mad at the fact that a woman had private things on her cell phone, on her private cell phone. Are you insane? It would have been different if she left the kid alone with the phone and handed them like Snapchat to look at filters. That's not what happened, though. That's exactly the opposite of what happened. She was on her phone and some kid thought they had the audacity to pick up some random stranger's phone. She's like 20. Her kid's like she's old enough to do that type of stuff on her phone. That's insane. That's actually so crazy. I hate that. The kid stole, you're like, I don't care what the situation is with your kid or whatever. You need to teach them proper fucking, oh my god, no way, I'm sorry. I'm looking through the comments. People agree with me. The mom is a bad mom. Your kid shouldn't be cuckoo crazy like that. Are you kidding me? That's so crazy that you're humiliated already. You're not a creep for having pictures that you sent to your boyfriend, and that's on the kid. That kid's crazy. Passive aggressively send this to that mom, and then passive aggressively. It's not like she had that up. It's not like she was looking at those pictures while on her phone at a family event. Send this to the group chat. No, because that's my first thought whenever I see one of these. I'm just like, if you submit something to the Am I the Asshole Reddit, you better be sending this to the group chat, showing everyone what people are saying about them. You should be showing people that you should be showing people this stuff. That's so, oh my god. You're not the asshole. Girl, you're good. You're fine. Breathe, girl. I hope you're okay. I hope things get cleared up. I hope you send this through the group chat so people know that they're being pieces of shit. And I bet you slayed those pictures, girly. Girly pop. I think you did so well. You know what? And, you know, let's get. That was my way of ending the episode because I didn't know how to end it. Okay, guys, that was 8 Am I the Assholes for a surprise podcast. I'm gonna go back to working on my short story for my final, and this was Who Gave Her a Mic with Samantha Kaye and my co-host Samantha Kaye. Hey, girl. Bye, girl. Bye. And hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye. Oh my god, I wish I was able to make the Vine boom sound with my mouth.